What is going on, faithful? It is great to be with you because, man, we've got some positive stuff that we're bringing to the podcast today. 5 reasons to be excited about the 49ers future. And I want to be honest with you. Whenever I started this, I was like, all right, let's do 5. And then I was like, all right, now I got 6. All right, well, there's 7. And again, I get it. I'm a positive guy. I love looking forward to what's out there. But man, there's a lot of things to be happy about. Now, also, I do want to say we did post on YouTube a full highlight film breakdown of Trey Lance. It is in the description of this video. If you haven't checked that out, that is there for you as well. If you, again, you need some more positivity, you need some more things to look forward to, that is there as well. Now, let's jump into it. Go, baby. Number 3, the reason number 3 why everybody should be excited about the 49ers future. The early draft picks will finally get their chance to prove it. The guys that we bought into as they were drafted and we heard their names called early and we were like, yes, this is going to be the guy. They finally get to prove it. I thought about making a t-shirt that said something along the line of Shanahan redshirted me or Kyle redshirted the rookie or something along those lines. I'm not too catchy with titles, but I would wear that shirt because that's what he does. You look at Aaron Banks, second round pick who they traded back for. That is significant. Always one of the things that I think people miss a lot, a team tells you how much they love somebody. If you trade up, that means you love them. If you trade back, that means you settled for them, okay? So adding a little nuance to this excitement here, because I think that's telling. Now, you traded back and you settled on Aaron Banks. But Shanahan just recently at the owners' meeting down in South Florida said Banks was ready to start last year. Now, Lakin's so good, there's no way in hell you'd put him in there. But that he grew throughout the season. We didn't get to see him. He was a healthy scratch early on, and then eventually he qualified, was active roster, but we never saw him. Now, he was awful on the right side early. There's no doubt about that. And as a former offensive line coach, some kids, some players, you just don't move. It's the Zoolander approach. Some people just can't hang a Louis. And your footwork is totally different. It's easier to go from left tackle to left guard or vice versa than it is left guard to right guard, because your dominant foot is forward instead of back. And some people can make that transition. Some people cannot. And if I'm banking on Aaron Banks, oh, look at that, banking on Aaron Banks. That's a good one. Man, I'm telling you, I'm lighting up this episode, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize for all the dad jokes. But the whole idea is this. If I believe the front office is sold on Aaron Banks, it's that he couldn't make the transition left to right side. Well, guess what? Lakin's gone, who's been starting at left guard since Kyle Shanahan basically showed up when they traded for him, which was one of the best trades ever. Now we're going to get a comp pick for him as well. But he's going to be the plug and play on the left side. That's what it is. He's going to be starting. And I know we said that after the draft and we were wrong, but I think it's time. Kyle Shanahan does not like rookies. He really, really doesn't. And you don't have to look at Trey Sermon. Same thing. And then everybody's like, yeah, but Elijah Mitchell, right? Like, I get that. Why did Elijah Mitchell get playing time? He got playing time because of back-to-back injuries. And he was a stud. And he deserved it. And he's going to be a stud. And I'm excited for his future. I'm excited for him to hang out with us at the draft too, baby. Because guess what? He's going to be hanging out with us. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. Go get your tickets. We're partying in Vegas. He's going to be there. Still got tickets available. But when Elijah Mitchell stepped in, he never let it go. He showed right away he was ready. But even as good as Elijah Mitchell was, he didn't get a shot before the injuries either. He didn't. So Kyle Shanahan doesn't like rookies. He doesn't want to depend on rookies. However, if injuries give them the opportunity to see the field and then they just hit a home run, then they stay. That's what it is. That's the rule. That's what we've seen. And so back to Trey Sermon. I was pretty shocked that the 49ers didn't bring in a veteran to compete, a low-cost veteran, or bring back Mostert. Whenever I saw Mostert signed for that low of money in Miami, I think it was like $2.5 million. I was like, all right, they believe. It's Trey Sermon time. Now, do I think that he's going to start? Do I think that he's going to compete with Mitchell for carries? No, that's not his role. His role is going to be the backup primary running back. Probably Hasty's going to continue to be the third down guy. And then Sermon's going to be competing with Jeff Wilson for that number 2 spot. Now, just because they didn't bring in a free agent doesn't mean they will not draft somebody. I do fully expect a running back to be added in the draft. I do. It'll be a late round, hopefully, unless somebody falls like a James Cook to the 4th round or something like that. I think it's going to be a 6. The 49ers hold Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the NFL draft. And so it's 262. There it is on the screen. I wish there was a bet what position that could be, because I would put $1,000 on running back. I just think it's likely. I think it's very, very likely. 49ers got a lot of picks. They got a lot of picks this year. They're slated to have 11 picks next year after all the compensation picks and coaching hires and all that stuff. The 49ers have a lot of picks. They're going to move around. They're going to move around a lot, a whole lot. And then, again, sticking with this theme, again, the reason why I'm excited, early picks get their chance. Javon Kinlaw, more important than anybody else on this list. Javon Kinlaw. This was one of the players you were okay with moving away from DeForest Buckner, a legend, my favorite player on the 49ers. You traded him. And I'm glad that he got paid. And it wasn't Kinlaw for Defoe. He was one of them. It was Kinlaw, Armstead, and Jimmy Ward, or DeForest Buckner. They chose the 3 over the 1. Again, a big reason why they are completely different than the Rams. Rams would have chose the 1 and let the 3 go. It's just different philosophies. Just different philosophies. Again, we did a whole video on that if you want to go check that out. Now, back to Javon Kinlaw. He said just recently, last week, he's feeling better and more healthy now than he has at any point during his entire pro career. Remember, he got his surgery done on his ACL by the same person that did Jimmy Garoppolo after his ACL tear, and same person that did Nick Bosa's after his ACL tear. So there's confidence in that. And the idea of him and Eric Armstead being inside on base downs, whoo, it hurt losing DJ Jones. It hurt bad. The 49ers just not in a position to play 3 starting level defensive tackles. Javon Kinlaw was the 15th pick. He's not cheap. That's expensive. First round picks are expensive. Eric Armstead, not cheap. DJ Jones got $10 million a year. Not cheap. They're banking on Javon Kinlaw returning healthy. Now I got 2 bonus picks here under picks finally getting their chance. Hey, Talanoa Hufanga. We saw him switching out with Tart. He earned that his rookie year. A lot of people are low on Hufanga because of his athleticism. I went back and watched some film. His instincts make up for it. Is he a 4-4 guy or whatever? No, I don't care. This dude is just a football player who happens to play safety. I think he's going to win that starting job. He has his opportunity. And then, last one here, Diamador Lenore. Rookie cornerback out of Oregon last year. He was great during preseason outside, but they wanted him to be inside. I think he's going to have an opportunity to compete for that starting slot spot if they don't draft an early corner to come in and compete there. But there's lots of guys, man. It's so exciting to see what these guys will be able to come up with. So, yeah, just stay tuned for there. Just want to say thanks for watching and supporting the 49ers Rush podcast channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so in the middle of the screen now. And here are a few extra videos if you want to check that out for some more 49ers content. Just want to say thank you. And as always, stay strong, faithful.